Carl here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. Album review time. We're checking out Minnesota metal band Oak Pantheon's new, long-awaited third full-length album, The Absence, which is out on January 20th, 2023. This band, these guys, they are not easy to categorize. But that doesn't mean Oak Pantheon don't have a lot of recognizable elements overall. In an unduly fascinating way, they take atmospheric black metal, blend it with folk heaviness, throw in a dash of post, layer all of that with some melody, all while balancing the tone of harsh heaviness and intensity. The contrast in the Oak Pantheon's musical styles couldn't be better showcased than with the first two tracks on this album. If you want to get a taste of what this band is like overall, these first two tracks will give you exactly what you need: Becoming Numb and Listen. The former's acoustic intro, warming melodic growth, and eventual transition into powerful folk-infused atmospheric post-metal is exceptionally delightful, whereas the latter is frenetic and aggressive, a mix of bone-sawing guitars, hefty percussion, and garish vocals. It's clearly the same band. There's still a lot of melody, even in the heavier, faster one. But the difference between the two tracks is quite surprising. But it really helps that both tracks are class acts overall, and most, I believe, listening to these tracks will just appreciate the talents involved, even if you'll find it a little bit jarring because they are quite different. But the band continues to excel as they hit darker tones with Disassociate. The bass is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, before offering up some of the album's prettiest melodies and moving atmospheres with the dramatic Beating Heart, maybe my favourite track on the album. Having pulled on the heartstrings with that previous track, Oak Pantheon then make a play for the soul next with a blackened frenzy that is barred of the hell-bent ages. Instrumental speed, post-like, melody-led tone shifts, and with eccentric twists throughout. It is as fascinating as it is exciting. Decisions comes next, the shortest track in the album, and arguably Oak Pantheon at the most uncouth sounding, which is enjoyable because it is a short track, especially when you compare it to what comes next, which just happens to be the longest track on the album, Silence We Plead. A magnificent effort with thrilling stages of deepening melody and atmosphere, showcasing exceptional evolution and leaving an undeniable sense of awe afterwards. Massive, brilliant, clever, utterly mesmerizing music. It almost seems silly for Oak Pantheon to have another track in the bank afterwards. I kind of feel like that should have been the finale, but this band is on a roll and they do deliver another enormous effort with Old Yarn. The blackened fire in this track is one thing, but the melodic atmosphere is quite another. Again, I loved it. I loved it. So as much as I might have thought it shouldn't have been the last track, I still thoroughly enjoyed it. The Absence is easily an early contender for Album of the Year. Yes, it's January 2023 and we are pointing at this album and thinking, yep, this could be one of the best of the year. It is that good. A gaudy blend of styles that comes together to create something truly outstanding. I love it. I think you've got to check this one out. It's The Absence by Oak Pantheon, out on January 20th, 2023. Check this one out. Come back here and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?